What's up, everybody? On today's episode of Nick's Reviews, we are going to be reviewing, if it isn't obvious by my attire and background, we are going to be reviewing Spider Man, particularly the brand new day trailer. I'm excited. Let's get started. Okay, so Spider Man. I mean, where do I start? He's been my favorite superhero since I was a kid, you know? I had all the Spider Man costumes, the Spider Man toys. I mean, I went to Comic Con as Spider Man twice. I mean, the second time was as Miles Morales, but the point is, I love Spider Man. I love him so much. And Tom Holland has grown to become one of my favorite Spider Man. He's my favorite, actually, if I'm being honest. It used to be Andrew, but then as I've seen the movies and the movies have progressed, Tom Holland has kind of slipped to number one. I liked Andrew mainly because, well, not mainly. I mean, his costume was amazing. First of all, from the first Spider-Man, like the first Amazing Spider-Man costume, oh, to die. And also, Andrew's movie came out at a time where I was really into skateboarding. So, like, just seeing him skateboard in that sequence in the first movie, I was like, it's my dog, it's my dog. Yeah, and Toby's is kind of just. I liked Toby's when it came out because, first of all, I was a toddler. Well, not a toddler, but like 7, 8 years old. Um, and also, it was the only one there. So, like, it wasn't really a choice. But I always thought he was a good Peter Parker and not a great Spider Man. But I don't know. That's just me, But Tom Holland's Spider Man has taken the cup. And I've loved the movies. No Way Home, Far From Home, Homecoming, solid trilogy. I mean, some people see it as like the three movies, the trilogy, as an origin story in and of itself. Whereas usually the origin story happens in the first movie and then we move on. But like a lot of people see it as the MCU Spider-Man trilogy as one origin story. But anyway, moving along, the trailer basically picks up where we left him, at the end of No Way Home. Everyone's forgotten about him. MJ and Ned have forgotten about him. And he's just kind of your street level Spider-Man. He's being up like these low tier villains, Tarantula, the Hand. Who else did I see? Oh, forgetting. But yeah, he's basically, Spider-Man as we know and love him. Street level hero helping the little guy. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Yeah, and then we get to see Scorpion. Scorpion looks so good. Oh my god. It's been has it been 7 years? Jesus, we're so old. It's been 7 years, right? No, it hasn't. How long has it been? Homecoming came out in 2017. It's 2026 now. How long? It's almost been 10 years. Oh my god. Okay. But yeah, I honestly thought that Marvel had given up on that post-credit scene where Scorpion uh, comes and talks to Vulture and asks him, "Do you know who the Spider is?" Or something to that effect. I was like, man, these people forgot. It's over. But then they brought it back. That's Marvel for you. That's 10 years later they brought it back. That's Marvel for you. So his suit is looking crisp. I'm excited. The last time I saw Scorpion iteration, was in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man animated show, and he cooked in that one. I mean, his suit wasn't that great. Well, the tail was, but then over here it felt like very much a proto suit. But in terms of how he handled Spider-Man, he put him in the grinder. He cooked him. So I want that from this Scorpion, from Michael Mando, who I love, by the way. He was great in not Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. I want that in this. I want him to be cooked, deep fry, cooked. I want Tom Holland to go through it. You see how Green Goblin cooked him in No Way Home? I want that level of cookery. You know what I'm saying? But Punisher's in it, of course. How could I forget? Mister, let me tell you something. You know what, Red? Let me tell you something. He's in it. I'm excited to see what role he has in the movie. If it's just gonna be like a little cameo in the beginning, or like sometime in the middle, or he's gonna actively push the plot forward. It's a nice angle to come from as well, because Punisher is just this kill crazy character, where Spider-Man, as we all know, has a no kill rule. So it's a nice dichotomy there that they have. I think we see Jean Grey. I don't know, Sadie Sink's potential character. I don't know. I'm not even gonna. I don't know. You know, most of the theories have been saying it's that. I mean, it does make sense because in the trailer they speak about the spider's life cycle, mutating, so on and so forth, and we have Tremel Tillman as I believe a mutant. It's either mutant activist or anti-mutant activist, one of the two. Um, which is a lot of elements now that I think about it into to be putting into this movie. I hope they're able to service all of those elements um, justly, and that they don't feel underbaked. One thing that does sort of chaps my hide is platypus dick. No, I'm kidding. It's the MJ Ned thing. Like I get it. You want Zendaya back, you want Jacob Batalon back, because it's the trio. They're popular. They've made it. They've made the movies. But also I feel like it's too soon, man. I feel like you go through that all that effort in the beginning of at the end of No Way Home to be like, and you make us feel all this emotion, like, oh no, we don't want to forget you. Oh my god. But then you make everyone forget Peter Parker, and then in the very next film, it's like, we're just kidding, jokes. I felt like maybe in this film, they could have left Ned and Zendaya out. Maybe introduce us to MCU Harry, MCU Gwen Stacy. Maybe let us see Oscorp. You know, other sort of corners of the spider mythos. But then again, I do get that it comes to a lot of legal rights and Sony and boring. But yeah, I just feel like maybe at the end they could have pitched up at the end or post credit scene, and then or maybe they're watching him on TV save the day during the climax. Like, we know that kid, or we know that guy, or he shows up after the end of the climax, beaten and bruised, and he's like, I almost died or something. I need you guys to remember who I am. I feel like that would have been a better a better emotional punch, emotional hook. And then maybe in Spider-Man 5, that's when we go deep into them sort of gaining their memory back and remembering who Pete is. But I don't know. That's just me. What do I know? Yeah, but it's looking crisp. The last time I checked, it passed 1 billion views, which is the first time a trailer has ever done that. And I can't wait to see what they have in store for us. Yeah, brand new day trailer. Everyone go check it out. Drop your theories, drop your, these things are fun because we all get to drop our theories and sort of um, imagine what could be, and then we watch the movie and we all realize we're completely wrong. But regardless, I am super pumped. Spider-Man, brand new day. Let's get it, man. Thank you for watching. I know this was a long one. I don't know how many minutes I'm at, but I know this was a long ramble. But thank you for watching. If you stayed this long, to all my Spider fans, we will be there. Day one, we will be there.